Okay, someone forgot their hats. Okay. Just got into Marble, small town, little tiny mountain town, Marble. It's pretty deep in the Elk Mountains. Just a little exploration, a little bit. See conditions up here in the springtime. It's still pretty well winter mode up here though. I mean, it's May 5th. But Marble, this town, well, it's named for all the marble that is mined here. And it's 97% pure marble, which makes it the purest marble on the planet. The Lincoln Memorial and the Washington Monument, the marble there is the marble made here, or mined here. So, it's pretty pure stuff. That's why the town's called Marble though. Right now I'm walking through the old mill. It's destroyed now, doesn't exist. Even the mill itself, about the support is made of the marble here. This big gigantic chunk though, this is all marble. You'll find marble all over the ground here. All over, it's everywhere. So there's pathways made of marble. But it is illegal. It is against the law to take the marble, pick it up, and take it with you. Besides, this area is a registered historic site. Doubly so illegal to take marble from here. You see how this whole place, this whole area is littered with marble everywhere. Starting to rain. Time to head back to the car. It's rain here, but up on these mountains, 13,000 feet in elevation, there's probably snow. Just got to Beaver Lake, just about half a mile east of that marble mill. The actual mine right now, they're going on way up in the mountains. It's ways up there. Go back to Beaver Lake. I was gonna sculpt it out. Right now it's a little windy. Hey, kind of nasty the weather right now. Snowing way up there in the mountains, way up, 10,000 or 11, 12,000 feet. But behind me is Beaver Lake. And this is the Beaver Lake parking lot lake. I don't think I've ever seen water in here like this before. Nope. It's been a pretty wild year for rain. Way in back, the road goes in back. Somewhere back behind this point here is a couple miles up is the Crystal Mill. A legendary, iconic mill up there. So at the moment, it's pretty gray around here. Got a couple hours till sunset yet, so I can still time to figure out where I want to be. I might still end up here. We'll see. We'll see. There's a couple other spots. There's another lake further down, and there's a couple places I might want to go. We'll see, like I said, for sunset. For sunset, yeah. But right now it's just so gray. It's hard to say where I really want to be right now. I am kind of wanting to do something a little different than I usually do. So I'm going to go down east of the town. I'm on the west side of Marble. Actually, this is more the east side of Marble. We're on the west side of Marble. Maybe set up there, see how that looks. It's nice and quiet here. Nobody here at this pond. Usually this parking lot's full of people. There's nobody here right now. Okay, I'm about a mile or so east of, or west of the Beaver Lake. I'm just east of Marble in the town, or west, whichever direction this is. West. Sun's over there, so that's west. I found this other beaver pond. This is actual beaver pond. The other one's a man-made reservoir. Decided to see the goosey. Goose. Goose. I think this will be home for the evening. I found home. I don't know. The weather was calling for clear skies. Alberta was going to be too sunny here, not too gray. I mean, I'm set up here, so I'm ready to go, but right now the wind is blowing. Got no reflection. I don't know. We'll see what I can come away with. We'll see. I got my main camera here, and I got my backup camera with the telephoto lens there. I got these two ready to go up here for those mountains. Try to hopefully get a reflection. I don't know if it's gonna happen though. Got some blue sky up there, but over there it's still pretty gray. The blue sky is looking promising, but I'm just a little leery about that over there. If you're wondering what I do with my exposures, come on. I usually I'll bracket usually my main exposure center, so it's slightly under a third to 2/3 stop under, and then my lower is usually 2 stops under, depending on the conditions. And right now it's pretty extreme, so that sky in the snow is really bright, so even 2 stops may not be enough. And then the highlights here, I usually 1 stop. Well, I try not to go much more than 1 stop over, depending. And then what I do in Photoshop, I blend the images together. There's not quite an HDR. I don't do HDR. They're too damn gimmicky for me, really. HDR is too gimmicky. But I'll do some kind of exposure blend. So since there's nothing in the foreground, I can focus onto the other side of the pond. You know, there's absolutely nothing in the foreground here unless you wanted to. Yeah. Goose shit. That makes a foreground. Some goose shit. My only concern now is I got light on the mountains. It's still early, and there's still an hour and a half, almost 2, about an hour and a half from sunset yet, so it's still pretty early. But anyways, my concern is the breeze. It's just got this water all disturbed. But what I'm thinking of doing though is getting my photo, getting what I need, and if I don't get a reflection, I still got the water here, got the lake, got the shore and everything. What I'm probably going to do is, you know, and I'll show in Lightroom and Photoshop later how to create this image and create a reflection. If I don't get an actual natural reflection, you know, you get what you can take sometimes, and then you get creative with it, you know? That's the thing, you get creative. It's one thing that makes it an art. Well, I'm not too impressed with what's going on up there on that mountain. If there's snow blowing around, that would be awesome, but there isn't right now. Come by the river, Crystal River here. Last time I was here, there's so little water. We were in the middle of our drought, so there's really nothing here. But this time around, as we're getting into runoff, got this little pond. Well, not really a pond, but just a little spot where a lot of extra water from the river's coming out, and it's just kind of a little bit more calm here, so I'm actually getting a reflection. Sitting down real low though, kind of getting low to the ground, so I can get as low as I can to get a little reflection here. I don't know if you can see the reflection, but there's a little reflection here. And I want to get down low so I could get as little of this area as I possibly can. Reflections in here, and then the mountains are up here. And like I said, I'm getting real low so I get as little of this as I possibly. Like if I stood up, you know, I'm just getting too much of that, and it's just too much clutter, uninteresting stuff, and I'm not getting enough of the reflection down here. And again, I'm bracketing sunset. Yeah, sun's pretty much set. So there was not much light at all tonight. It wasn't. So maybe we can get some dusk light. Alpenglow. I don't know. Question if there's some clouds to the west of here, over towards the horizon, maybe, but a small amount. If they're too many, then no, they're not going to get anything. I can't see beyond this mountain here. I mean, McClure Pass is right here, and I can't see what's past it. So I checked the weather before I even left, right before I left, and man, we're predicting clear skies. So maybe we're not predicting all that gray that we had earlier, and a little bit of rain or any of that. I'll keep it going a little bit, and hopefully maybe I'll get some alpenglow. We got a little color in this clouds, but that's about it. There's not going to be any alpenglow at all. None. At this point, no. It's getting too dark, and yeah. I mean, there's just too many clouds over there, I'm pretty sure, and I'm just not going to get anything. So I'm going to just take a couple more shots, zoom in a little more, isolate it. These are cool mountains. I like these mountains. They're pretty jagged, pretty rugged. And again, bracket. Because this whole area here is really dark. This area is really dark. This tree is really dark, while up here in the sky is really bright. I also found this really cool rock. Ain't it so cool? That was just lying right next to this little puddle here. It was right over here. That rock is right over in this area. And I'm thinking that's pretty cool.
Hello. Hello.